Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So Aquarius, today we're taking a look at who secretly admires you, why, and if they're ever going to tell you. So let's go ahead and dive on in. A reminder, this is a general energy reading, so please only take what resonates and leave behind anything else that doesn't. I already had a card fly on the floor. And let's just get right into it. If you want to book a personal, you can do that at my website. That's the 1111babe.com. So your first card coming out is the Seven of Swords. This person is a liar. I'm hearing they're a thief. They're a snake. They're known for these traits. It's not a secret. Like when they get to know somebody new, yeah, they're a snake, but like when everybody that knows them, the King of Swords. Okay. This person, they are very, they feel like they're very logical. You know, they don't let emotions get involved in things. They cut people off. They're very cold. They're very calculated. Although the King of Swords is in its upright position, I get more of the lower element of that. Like I do feel like they are very intelligent, but I do feel like they are very, very cold, like in that lower King of Swords way, where it doesn't matter about other people's emotions. It doesn't matter, you know, empathy doesn't matter at all. And I don't see the King of Swords in its upright like that. So who is this person that's secretly admiring you, Aquarius? We have the Knight of Swords. We have a lot of air energy coming out. It's all air. This might be a fellow Aquarius with these cards, but also Gemini and Libra. Less Libra though. This person, they like to argue. I feel like they really, I know we're not at what they admire about you, but I do feel like they admire your intelligence. I'll say that, like this person likes to communicate. They like to talk. They like to exercise their mind. They like to be challenged in that way. So I feel like anybody that's like this, to have admiration for somebody else's, it has to be like they admire your intelligence, because that's what they're, you know, that's like their thing. That's what they like to do. They like to have a meeting of the minds. I just heard Mensa, so they could be a Mensa member. They could have a very high IQ. Who is this person that admires Aquarius? We have the Fool. Okay, this person has recently gone on some sort of new path. They may have just like started to dive into a new theory, like a new philosophy theory or a new spiritual theory. I heard theory in particular. So there's some sort of particular segment of these fields, religion, spirituality, philosophy, that they have decided to deep dive into. I'm hearing, and now they think they're an expert. So like, okay, let's say this person is decided they've gotten into astrology. You might already be into astrology. They are going to admire your knowledge of it, okay? But this person, they already feel like they're an expert, or that they're going to be an expert. It's only a matter of time. I'm hearing, because I can see it from a logical point of view. They can see it from a logical point of view. This is, oh my God. Aquarius, you might like this person. I can't stand people like this. These type of people drive me nuts. Okay, so let's see. Who is this person? Let's switch decks. We'll switch up to some oracles. Who's this person that's admiring Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Who's this person that's admiring you? Secretly admiring you. Okay, we have the Queen in her shadow attributes. Arrogant, yeah. Arrogant, especially when authority or intelligence is, I'm throwing in the intelligence. Intelligence is tested, okay? So this person, they do not like to be questioned. They are the authority. And if you dare question them, or like if you, in order to be able to challenge this person, you better show that you are up to par, whatever their standard is. Okay, we have Virgin in reverse. This is fear of intimate union. Now this person, this could be very like incel-y energy, but this person is like, the reason why they kind of hide behind, and I am saying hide in like on purpose. They hide behind their intellect because they're afraid of being like real. Okay, because I tell you right now, like there's a lot of really smart people that don't need to act like this, and they can kind of adjust their tone and what they're doing and talking about, depending on who's in the room, what the mood is, what's going on. And they don't need to constantly show up as, I'm the smartest, I'm the best, I'm, you know, this. Like, that's all ego. So this person, the reason why they do that is because they're afraid of being themselves. They're afraid of people seeing who they actually are, because they don't think who they actually are anybody's going to want to see. And we have warrior, also in shadow attributes. And this is somebody that, okay, look at that. Like I said, indifference to the suffering inflicted upon others. And I told you, this person doesn't care what happens to other people. That when I was getting that lower vibration of the King of Swords, even though it's in its upright. I think it's in its upright because this person is highly intelligent. And so it's pulling the energy up, because the King of Swords in reverse can think they're intelligent, but they're not. This person is highly intelligent, but their emotional intelligence is like 0, and they're, yeah, they need to work on the empathy. Empathy is a skill. So, okay, let's see why they admire you. So why are they admiring Aquarius? Why are they admiring Aquarius? I can tell you right now, I know it's because you're smart. It's because of your ideas or some sort of information that you have, just because of the type of person this is. But let's see, why are they admiring you? Why are they secretly admiring you? Yeah, you're a worthy opponent is exactly what I heard. You are a worthy opponent. This person's giving me such strong, like, basement, the stereotype of like living in their parents' basement, keyboard warrior energy. I'm not saying that's exactly what they are, but that's what they're giving me. You're a worthy opponent, you know, like you're worthy to duel them. And they also, some of them are attracted to you. They think you're very attractive, and you're a worthy opponent. So that's like doubly attractive, okay? We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, so we have this very fiery energy, and then we have this Four of Swords reverse, which is a release of like being in it's a call to action. I'm getting the sense of like you take action. They admire your fiery nature. They admire your wit. They admire how quick you are with responses. You might play like video games with this person, or be on a message board with them, some sort of like social group with them. This could be somebody at work. I'm getting a setting where there's other people involved. I don't think this is an ex. I don't think this is a family member. I don't think it's a friend. Eight of Wands. Yeah, they admire how quick you are. They admire your comebacks. They admire your spirit and just your fierceness, and that you're bold, and that you just don't give a F. You don't care. Like you must have just like, you must have done something that, oh my God, this person's giving me like the average Redditor, and I love Reddit, but like that's what they're giving me. Okay, so you must have done something where the average person would have like, you know, been embarrassed by what somebody said to them, or cowered down, or ignored it and walked away, or whatever. And you must have just like came back like, and like did something maybe even more bizarre, like try to freak them out yourself, right? Like, I don't know, you did something that was not like the average person. So that elevated you also out of this like category that they put everybody else in that's underneath them, as being different. Now I have to warn you, if you're a woman, and I mean really anybody, but I'm seeing a woman. So if you are a woman, femme presenting, and this is a masculine that you're being reminded of here, because it does feel very masculine energy. This person is putting you on a pedestal. They're very attracted to you, and that just makes me uneasy with this type of energy, especially if they are incelly, because there's no like empathy here. So why wouldn't they? You know, if that's a philosophy that aligns with them and helps them. So just be mindful of that. Like, I would make sure you keep good boundaries if you know who this is. Like, you you might like, because they might start to treat you nicer than other people. Don't take that as a compliment. And I would make sure your boundaries are good, okay? Especially for my younger ones following. Okay, why do they admire you? Scorpio, yeah, they're definitely, like I was saying, you guys, some of them I don't feel like there's sexual attraction here, but others of them I do. And there is like this desire to like own. Okay, so I'm getting that. There's a desire to own you because you're so different. I don't like it. Yeah, the energy just got gross. Well, it was already kind of gross. Look at that, delicious fell out. Yeah, Aquarius, they are very attracted to you. What do they admire about Aquarius? We have stranger. So for some of you, this person could be a stranger that is just seeing you. If you like, I feel like for that, you're going to have a platform because they're watching you interact with other people and they're seeing your responses and they're seeing you explain yourself and your thought process, and they're admiring that aspect. So you have some sort of platform if this is a stranger. Inner child healing. I think something about you connects with this person's inner child and makes them feel safe. It makes them feel like they can be more of themselves. Yeah, you connecting with you, even if it's from afar, as in a stranger away, there's a resonance there for them, so they feel safe. They don't feel as nervous. Okay, so that's what they admire about you, Aquarius. Also with the stranger, I feel like this could be just because you're strange. They admire the strangeness in you. Again, they don't like people that are the same as everybody else. They don't like people that are trying to fit in with trends or, you know, doing anything along those lines that would be a trend. And you stick out, you stand out to them. So let's find out, are they ever going to tell you? I mean, I think some of you, I would want this person to tell me personally if this was my reading. But let's see if this person's going to tell you. So we have the High Priestess. So some of you already know if they're going to tell you or not. Tap in with yourself right now as I'm finishing up this reading and find out what that answer is. They're going to tell you Knight of Swords. If this is somebody that's admiring your work, yes, they are going to eventually tell you. You might actually not notice it, especially if you have a lot of people that are, you know, commenting and stuff. Like, it could get buried is what I'm getting. But yeah, they eventually will reach out to tell you. They also might, if you eventually do work where you are touring or if you already do that now, where you are in locations I'm seeing somebody going to different locations. They are going to like come out to see you. So if you're having an event or something, they're traveling to see you at some point. But this is as a fan. I'm not getting any bad vibes off that one, by the way. We have Six of Cups. Yeah, this person's going to eventually tell you if there's somebody that's in your life. They're going to eventually tell you that they admire these things about you. If this is somebody that you work with, what they're probably going to do is gift you something, or it's like your birthday. I just got the example of Dwight from The Office. It's a very millennial thing to use as an example. But yeah, I just got that example of Dwight and how he was with Pam. Like, that's kind of how this person is. That's a good example. Thank you, Spirit, of that energy, right? But in a harmless way. But again, there are, for some of you, and you'll, I feel, resonate if that's for you. Like, you already know this person. There is a more menacing vibe there, and there's a more control. But some of you, this person is just, it's that Dwight and Pam type of connection, and they really admire you, and they're going to be nice to you, and they're going to be mean to everybody else. And that's problematic, but you know, you're Aquarius. So that's going to be your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, comments, subscribes. It all means a lot to me. If you want to book a personal, you can do that at my website, the1111babe.com. And that's it. So I will see you all next reading.